And now, local sports with Dustin Nolan.
St. Ambrose men's basketball team in action today. The Bees got off to a great start this season, going 8-2 and 3-0 in conference play. But on Wednesday, the Fighting Bees suffered the first conference loss on the season. Now SAU is looking to get back on the winning side of things, so let's go out to the action and see how they did. St. Ambrose hosting Trinity International. We start in the first half. Bees on the attack. Michael Williams with the two-handed dunk there. Bees out to a 2-point lead. Later, nice passing from SAU. John Kerr in the corner. Step back, and he hits the three there. It's 18-12 SAU. Bees on the attack. Nathan Moeller gets the pass, and he's going to get the two-handed slam there as the Bees extend their lead. More from St. Ambrose and more from John Kerr. Kerr off the glass for the basket. Kerr would have 30 points on the day. St. Ambrose not done yet. Will Spriggs gets this one to fall here as St. Ambrose moves to 9-3 on the season and 4-1 in the conference play with a 92-81 win. Now let's go to the women's game of the doubleheader, St. Ambrose and Trinity International. We start in the second half. Mel Stewart goes around, stops, shoots, nails it there. Bees up 45-39. Later in the third quarter, Maddie Cash is going to drive in here, and she's going to cash in on the basket. Bees up 47-39. St. Ambrose not done yet. Anna Plummer is going to drive in herself, and she's going to get a layup of her own. SAU extends their lead 49-39. Fourth quarter, Ambrose trying for the long game now. It's going to be a miss, but former North Scott star Presley Case gets the rebound and the basket. Bees up 58-41. Later, Anna Plummer is going to drive in here, fakes out the defender, and she shoots, she scores. She would have 17 points on the day as the Fighting Bees go on to win this one, 77-59. Let's hear from head coach Krista Van Halen on how she thought her girls did today.
You know, obviously, we've been off for the last week and a half with COVID stuff, so we just kind of talked today that this is a new team, new energy. We got to play with fun, or have some fun, and we got to be dominating on the defensive end, and I thought that's what really generated our offense early in the game, and kind of that second quarter set that tone of holding them to 5 points. We only play each team once for conference this year, so you got to protect home court. You got to just take one game at a time, obviously, and then hopefully it all plays out that we get all of our 10 games in, and you know, you go one game at a time, and we slowly inch up the rankings, and you know, they were struggling, so we got to, you know, not have a slip up here coming forward of some of the bottom teams, so we got to just take care of business.
Speaking of taking care of business, the top-ranked Hawkeye wrestling team extended their winning streak to 15 duels with a 35-4 win over Minnesota on Friday night. That margin of victory is one of the largest in the series since 1992. The Hawkeyes piled up 34 takedowns and won the first 9 bouts and finished the duel with a 115-45 edge in match points and a 34-7 advantage in takedowns. Minnesota didn't record a takedown until the 8th match of the night and didn't get on the board until the final match of the duel. Top-ranked Spencer Lee got a pin in just 1 minute and 53 seconds in his match. That was his 23rd of his career. And second-ranked Alex Marinelli had an 8-4 decision win in his match. So let's hear from head coach Tom Brands on the Hawkeyes' victory.
You know what? Let's talk about Minnesota. Good lopsided win. A lot of good things, a lot of hustle. But there's also things where I know we can score more points and maybe be a little more efficient as well. Heavyweight, I just got done talking to the radio. We are going to have to make hustle part of our main ingredient in our wrestling to turn that one around.
For a lot of NFL fans, they have wanted to see a Brady Rodgers showdown, and now they're going to get it. All eyes will be on the quarterbacks on Sunday. This will be Aaron Rodgers' 5th trip to the NFC Championship game. He is 1-3 in those games and says he doesn't feel any pressure going into Sunday.
But I think it starts with the mentality and the focus. Obviously, I put pressure on myself to perform every single week. And I think there's a lot to be said for being able to harness that pressure and the fear of failure and focus it to, real positive. And that's something you learn over the years. But I don't feel any extra pressure going in this week.
All right, big game tomorrow, and don't worry, Packers fans, we've got you covered for the NFC Championship game. Of course, that game is on Fox 18 at 2 p.m. on Sunday, and we have the WHBF locker room Saturday night, which will be coming up in just a few minutes. It starts at 10:35, and then over on the CW, KGCW, the Green and Gold Show will be tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, starting at 10:30 a.m. And Eric, I know we talked a little earlier about maybe getting some pizza for tomorrow for all the championship games. Maybe we should do that. What do you think? Maybe some local takeout?
That sounds like a plan. A lot of people, I think, have the same idea. Looking forward to. It's been a while since the Packers have been in this spot. Aaron Rodgers looks unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, so does Brady. I mean, you never know what you get out of him once he gets in the playoffs. You got any picks for tomorrow?
Well, we'll see. It's Packer Town, Dustin, right?
It is.
You got to root for the Packers.
Yeah,
all right.
there you go.
Well, except for Bears fans, of course, who don't want to see their fellow rival win. So I'm sure there's plenty of those. All right, Dustin,
thank you.
Now. Yes, exactly. Now coming up, we look back at the legacy of Baseball Hall of Famer Hank Aaron. It's next on Local 4 News at 10.